Brandi, and I have Hidradentitis Suppravativa. I know you guys are like, right? That's what I always ask myself all the time. What is going on with me? Why do I not feel good? Why am I so fatigued? Why am I so in such torture as far as with pain? Well, that's why I'm here to let you know. Yeah. So, hidradentitis suppurativa, short for HS, it's a skin disorder. It's a condition. Some people who does not have it consider it as just regular boils. No. They're abscesses that go to places that the body tends to rub together. As far as under your breast, in between your private part, your genitals or whatever, like on the inside of your thighs and stuff, under your arms or the back of your neck or under your butt. Under your butt. Me personally, I just get it under my arms. That's the only place that I've gotten them at. And it started when I was about 15, 16 years old. I just remember me taking a shower and I was washing under my arms and I felt like a black, well, when it came out it was black, but it was like a ball underneath my arm. And so I didn't really trip off of it. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. But after that, I kept having to go to the hospital. I kept having to miss school. It was embarrassing because I'm missing school because I'm in pain. I can't explain this to people because people are like, oh, you could just go to school. It's just a boil. And it's not. But before I actually knew and researched on my own what it was that I was dealing with, I always considered it as a boil. But it just, I don't really know how to explain it. I just know hidradentitis, well, I'm gonna just call it HS. HS, it can cause anxiety, it can cause depression, it can cause you to isolate yourself, it can cause yourself to question yourself and your skin and who you are and beauty and all of that stuff. I remember I went to the hospital. I was about 16 because I was in high school, and I had needed one to be, you know, lanced or whatever, I guess open. And so after that, they packed it with like some string, and after like 24 hours I had to take it out myself. And I probably had that done twice. The last time that I had it done was May 20th 2016, right before I turned 25. So my birthday is in June, and I did it right before my birthday because I just didn't want to be in pain no more. It was one time I was so in pain that I couldn't even go to work. Like, I couldn't even move. I was in the house. Nobody knew I was in the house except for like my godmother and stuff like that. But I was just in so much pain, like I could not move, to where I had to go to the hospital to get it lanced. And that was the last time I've had one lanced. I just do not like the pain. I just don't. I had to self-diagnose myself because every time I would go to the hospital, nobody would know what the heck is going on with me. And it was so annoying because I'm like, something is not right. Something just doesn't feel right. Like, my body, since it's a chronic illness, it's a pain that I really can't explain. I just know under my arm, it feels as if you have knives just steady attacking you. Any sharp move, and it just feel like you just want to cry. Like, it's so horrendous. It's like torture. in silence. Like on the outside, I look perfectly healthy, but on the inside, I'm like in torture. I'm like in pain. And I just, dealt with it. I just dealt with it for so long silently, to where I just researched one day. This was before I went to go get the second lance, the last one in 2016. And I was just searching. I'm like, something just does not feel right. So fast forward to me going to the hospital, and I still couldn't figure nothing out. They was like, you just got a boil. That's all it is. And then when the doctor was on his way out the door, I said, have you ever heard of Hidradentitis, Suppravativa? And at the time, I didn't even know how to pronounce it, so I just probably said anything. And he was like, no. So I just started doing my own research, because no one knew about this condition, because we're so embarrassed to talk about it, because everybody categorizes it as a boil, when really it's an abscess. It's a skin disorder. It's a chronic illness that should have more attention on it. Like, this disease that you're born with, this disease can come from genetics, meaning someone in your family has it. Actually, one of my cousins has it, and she always tells me, when I ask her for advice on how to heal and stuff, and she'll be like, cousin, I tell people all the time, ain't nothing on me ugly but my armpits. And every time I think about that, because this disease can make you feel some type of way and insecure about the way you feel about yourself, clothes-wise, anything. I think about that saying that she tells me, and it makes me feel good, because everything else about me looks normal to the outside world, but on the inside, you never know when I'm having a flirt unless I just strictly say, hey, I don't feel good, I can't move. But other than that, no one knows what I've been dealing with since I was 16 years old. So by it being a chronic illness that is not curable, it's treatable with like antibiotics. I've been hearing things about Humira and stuff, but I'm just not into a whole bunch of like taking pills and stuff. I just don't. So the closest I get to taking pills will have to be like ibuprofen or something like that. But me personally, I just do not take pills like that. So with that being said, it's to the point where I can't really explain it to people, because people take it as a joke, or I'm lying or something like that when I say that I seriously just can't go somewhere, I can't move or anything like that. It's two scenarios that happened to me that really makes me uncomfortable. Even doing this video, I'm a little uncomfortable about doing it, because somebody may be on the BS. But I just feel like somebody need to know that they're not alone. This is my platform. My YouTube channel is my platform to reach women all over the world, help women, be a role model, and all of that stuff. And I'm tired of being in the closet with what I'm dealing with what I was born with. It doesn't mean that you're dirty. It doesn't mean that you're unclean. It doesn't mean anything. It's just a condition that you were born with. Like, it's just genetic. It's something as far as, it's an autoimmune disease, which means like your body is attacking itself, and you have overactive sweat glands. So since I only get it under my arms, sometimes I can't even do this. This is something I take, you could take just doing this for granted. So whenever I can just move my arms and just do what I need to do, I take full advantage of it, because there's times when I can't even move. So I know there's plenty of other people who can relate. And let's get back to what I was going to say as far as with the two people. Okay, so in 2016, I was in bed for about, I want to say about 3 weeks. I just could not move, and I went to get a lens. But I was talking to this dude, and I remember I was telling him like that, you know, I just had my arm done because, you know, I get sick or whatever. And it was like, he was like, no you don't, no you didn't, like I was lying or something. So I'm like, okay, well maybe I can't tell you everything, I guess. Then there was another time when I had another flare up, And I had told one of my, she used to be an old friend of mine, and I told an old friend of mine, as in why I couldn't do her hair at the time. Mind you, when I get a flare, I never know when it's gonna come or anything. It just comes out of the blue. I could be fine Tuesday, and then here come Thursday, and I'm just like, literally, I can't move. Like, it's torture. But people don't be getting where I'm coming from. Like, I'm not doing that to cancel. I'm not doing anything like that. So I told her, I say, hey, I'm gonna have to reschedule because I can't move my arm. Basically, she got an attitude and some more stuff. But long story short, I still ended up doing her hair. But it's just me trying to explain to her that I'm not feeling good was like I'm lying or something. So that's why I really will not tell people when I'll be in pain. The only person that really knows like that I really deal with this on a daily basis and how severe it is my godmother. Some family know about it, but they're not around me enough to know what I go through, what I deal with, what has to happen, and the ending part of the whole situation. I don't like when people come to me and be like trying to get advice about a boil. A boil will go away. What I have, it has to run its course. It has to open up, and it creates pus, which can take up to 2 weeks or 3 weeks, depending on how severe it is. There's 3 different stages of HS, in which I will enclose a picture right now. But the different stages is like how severe it can get. As far as like how cancer is, how you got 4 different stages or so like that. For example, you have different stages as far as when it comes to HS. You got stage 1, which it's not really severe. It's kind of like just getting a boil and it goes away. Boom. Abscess is like stage 2, where you get one and it kind of grows and then it can open up or subside itself. Then it's stage 3, where it's different tunnels from your different tunnels of your sweat glands. They're connecting, and it's causing a disturbance within your body, and it's attacking itself, and it can cause you to have to get it cut open, anything like that. Only ways that people say you can get rid of HS is by having surgery, by removing your sweat glands from wherever you keep having a repetitive situation that flares at. Even though there are some people who says that even though you have the surgery, it can still come back. So I've never considered that, and I probably wouldn't do the surgery, period, because there's different ways that you can make it to not happen as often. It's a disease that is never going to go away, just like lupus, just like they're trying to, the reason I say lupus is because they're trying to associate hidradenitis, Suppravativa with lupus now. I haven't really researched that, so that's why I don't really want to get on top of that, you know, because people, you know. But they're trying to say that it can be some form of connected to each other because they're both like an autoimmune disease. So that's why I said that from researching, but I ain't want that deep. So don't be up here. Okay. So with that being said, there are some ways to kind of subside the flare-ups so you're not having them as much. I would have at least one once a year, but since my hormones don't change after having kids and all of that stuff, like my whole pregnancy I didn't have not one flare-up. But like a month after having my first baby, I was so stressed out because I'm like, I got to get this mommy thing together. I got to get it together. I got to be a good mom. And it resulted to me getting so stressed out that I had a flare-up. And I had got this was the first bad flare-up where it gave me allergic reaction. So this happened, I want to say September of 2017, because it was like right after I had my son, my first son. Right after I had my first son. So I was just stressed out because I wanted to make sure that I got it right. Stress can add to it. Then on top of that, my hormones are trying to get back in line and everything after having the baby. And I was trying to breastfeed, all of this stuff. Everything plays a factor. So then fast forward to 2019 when I had my second son of March of 2019. The whole pregnancy with him, I didn't have a flare up. I was fine. Besides other medical issues as far as carrying him, as far as like me just not being in pain from my arms, nothing. So I was expecting to have a flare up right after I had him like I did my first son. Didn't happen. It didn't happen until probably when he hit when he had 6 months. He had went to the hospital at 6 months, and it was just a lot going on. So it was just a lot going on that stressed me out. And it plays a factor with what you eat. Sugar, candy, chocolate, bread, carbs, soda, stress, being overweight, which is all of them things is me. So it's a lifestyle change, and I feel like once I get the things like that in order, because I am a chocolate lover, I am a sweet lover. I'm not into salt and stuff, but I love my sweets. Dairy is a factor, and I love like sour cream and my cream cheeses and stuff, my bread, my bagels, things like that. I feel once I can keep that under control, continue to lose the weight, and just focus on keeping my stress level down, is when I have less flares, you know. So I just want to let anybody know out there that if you are dealing with this disease silently, let me know. I got all my social media listed at the bottom. You are not alone. I felt alone. I feel like I could not date. I feel like nobody would love me or anything because of what I'm dealing with, you know. So just know that you're not alone. And it took me months to even film this video because I couldn't talk about it without getting so emotional, because this disease, and I feel any disease that is not curable, or any disease that you can't explain, why me, why did I have to have this skin, I would ask myself, don't do it. I would ask myself, why do I have this skin? Because HS, this is why I say boils and abscesses with HS are totally different. Boils, you can get a boil, boom, it goes away, no scar. HS, you get a boil, it opens up and it leaves a scar. So like I said, nothing on me is ugly but these armpits. And maybe in another video, or I may just insert a picture in the video of what my armpits actually look like. So that you can also feel as if you're not alone. But I know how it feels to feel as if you're not good enough, you're not pretty enough. I understand what it feels like to feel uncomfortable putting on certain shirts. I know what it feels like to feel like everybody else can just do what they want to do, move around, no care in the world, and you're stuck in the house, you're stuck in the bed, you're stuck trying to take ibuprofen, you're stuck trying to take antibiotics so that it can heal, you're stuck having to warm up hot towels, and wondering why you're so fatigued, why you're so in pain, having chronic pain, and you can't explain it, and having a flare up, and you're so tired you can't even play with your kids like you want to because you're so exhausted. I know what it feels like. I'm dealing with it now. As we speak, right now, I have a flare right now under my arm and it hurts. It hurts. But I said I have to do this video because I feel that this video will help someone. And I'm noticing that this disease is coming, it's becoming to have some light on it. And I wanted, if someone just needs to research like I did in 2016 on my own about what's going on with my body, because doctors went to school for this for years, but sometimes they just don't know everything that we may know, you know. So I'm just hoping that I'm able to reach someone who is going through this and need the support. The support that I get is I go to therapy. The support I get and to focus me is making videos, doing hair. I also am in like a couple of groups on Facebook to where if I'm having a flare up, I ask, what do y'all do to get it done, or da-da-da-da. Or I give motivational posts and stuff towards someone who may need it, who's feeling as if theirs is more extreme than mine. So I just say surround yourself with people who's going to understand what is exactly going on with you and has an understanding heart. And I could also do a video on possibly trying to date having this disease, because it can be hard. It can be insecure. It can make you insecure. You know what I'm saying? And they're wondering why she don't want to do this, why she don't want to do that. It's because the person is insecure about what's actually going on with their body. You know, it's nothing with you. It's just when we get a flare, we get a flare. It leaves ugly, horrific scars, but you got to realize this is our story. This is the way that God made us. He put his paintbrush on us, and this is us. And it's okay to come from behind the closet, the curtain. Come from behind these curtains and reveal the real you. It's okay. So I want you to love yourself unconditionally. And if you don't love yourself, how can anybody else love you? You got this. Thank you for watching. I want you to like, thumbs up, comment below. Hit that notification bell. Hit that notification bell. Hit that notification bell to get notified when I get on here. This is my YouTube, and I'm here to reach you. This is my YouTube, and I'm here to reach you. Yeah. Thank you for watching, and I hope this helps someone out who feels like they're in the dark, but you are not. I've been there. I am living it. It's never going to go away. We in this together. Just contact me on any of my social media if you need any advice, any remedies on how to help yourself. Okay. I hope this helped. Peace.